Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. My name is Lictor24 and brothers and sisters, long have we waited, but soon our patience will be rewarded as the day of ascension draws near. I am of course talking about the latest article GW just put up on their community site. It appears, this has just got up a couple of hours ago, Genestealer cults will be available for pre-order next week, and they've dropped a few little tasty pics and snippets of the latest models they've got on there as well. I just thought to quickly make a video, just go through some of this. I haven't been this excited for a Codex release in a long time. I mean, Tyrannus, my favourite army, but these guys are definitely a close second. So let's just go through some of the things that GW have dropped. Starting off with the Atalan Jackals. Jackals act as the eyes and ears of the Genestealer cults. They ride a variety of rugged Atalan class exploratory machines. Sorry if I get these wrong, by the way, guys. Of which the most common are dirt cycles with four-wheeled wolf quads. These riders are swift and skilled at evading enemy fire as they speed around the battlefield. The wolf quads also offer the Jackal pack some handy fire support with a heavy weapon mount. We saw these guys first at GW's open day in Nottingham. I went to that one actually, that was pretty good. And these look like they're definitely going to fill in like the fast scouting role for the cult. Obviously bikes cutting down stragglers, that kind of thing. And that quad bike with some nice heavy weapon support there. Excuse me, looks like it's holding a demo charge. So obviously that'll probably be a weapon that you can draw on, and obviously that heavy miner laser would be pretty nice as well. I don't know if you have to penalty to moving and firing with that thing. We'll have to wait and see. But moving on, we've got the Jackal Alphas. The Jackal Alphas is far from just the leader of the cult's Jackal packs. They can coordinate targeted strikes on priority threats and even take matters into their own hands while place shots in their high-powered sniper rifle. Now that's good. Now this guy, I am more than willing to bet, will buff other Jackal units around it. In what way, I couldn't guess at this moment, but obviously be the lead unit. I'm guessing that Voxcaster might have something to do with it. The one on the back of his bike there. Maybe buff these other Jackals with advanced movement, or be able to shoot again. And obviously that high-powered sniper rifle looks tasty. Oof, very tasty. You'll see obviously move into a prime location to pick off an enemy character, which is quite nice. The Locusts. Now these were the new models we didn't get to see in the open day, but GW dropped in the teaser trailer. These mysterious, astute characters serve as bodyguards to their Genestealer Magus or other senior cult leaders. They are poised to strike at a moment's notice should the threat to their master reveal itself. Their actions so sudden and swift that their intended target often has little or no warning as the Locust's intervention, usually with terminal consequences. Bodyguards. These guys look like close combat bodyguards, just obviously keeping them around with the leaders, just to intervene when things get a bit hairy. If you look at the bottom right of this guy, is that his tail? I wish I could just rotate the model because that looks like a tail. This guy looks like he might be possessing of a tail, which is pretty damn cool. The Magus, that's the new Magus we've got. Now I don't know if this lady's going to be a special character or not, but I think she should be. She's really good. But then again, I don't know if the Genestealer cult lends itself to having special characters, being the cult is quite ambiguous and nebulous in its design. Things that stand out, like I say, if the cult got big enough to stand out, it would draw the attention of a high fleet, so it wouldn't be around for long. But the Magus, this new Magus sees the Magus available separately for the first time. Good. And Magus serves as the cult spiritual leader, fortifying the minds of their kin against the psychic influence of their enemies. Each Magus is a formidable psychic, wielding subtle broodmind powers to confound their foes or galvanize their fellow cultists to frenzied acts of devotion. Guess what that means? You have special psychic powers, terrify, hypnosis, fearless, be able to turn your dudes fearless. That would be pretty good. I'm not going to say this right. Clamorvus. It's the guy with the turntable looking thing. To their fellow Genestealer members, the Clamorvus is the spreader of truth, a hero who broadcasts the creed of the cult far and wide. They use their scrambler away to thwart the enemy's battle plans, all while inspiring their kin with booming authority amplified by their suits integrated for a common to help Proclinator Hoya. I'm butchering these words. Yeah, this guy looks like he's going to buff units around him. I'm guessing going to give buffs to leadership, things like that. Pass morale tests, you know, inspiring your cult to acts of greater devotion. To thwart enemies' battle plans. I wonder what that could do on the tabletop. Maybe having the ability to nullify the effects of stratagems? If so, that would be really handy. This is all just speculation, guys. I have no idea what these guys are going to be capable of, but that is something that would be definitely welcome, the ability to interrupt stratagems, or make stratagem, negate the effect of a stratagem, rather. Next, the Sanctus. In order to meet their agenda, or deter prying eyes from their clandestine activities, the Genestealer cult must sometimes resort to less subtle forms of intervention by eliminating the problem directly. Whether by a sniper's bullet or a knife in the dark, those assassinated with the survival of the cult will inevitably have left the mark of the camo cloak Sanctus. Right, so these guys are assassins. Straight up assassins. I'm guessing these guys are going to be coming in solo from Cult Ambush. Maybe have like sort of a Lickiter style ability where they can reroll failed charges when they come in from Cult Ambush and get bonuses to characters or targets, maybe. Something like the Death Leapers, It's After Me ability. I would have preferred it's another sniper, if I'm honest with you, but hey, I'm not poo-pooing them. I think it looks great. I particularly like the way he's like resting his hand on that Imperial statue, or what's left of one. Lots of vials there. Looks like a toxins or knives strapped to his belt. Yep, good-looking model. This one I like. The Nexus. The Nexus is a consummate strategist. By analysing and interpreting every subtle ebb and flow of battle, they can identify vulnerable positions for their kin to exploit, pointing out potential flanking routes and subterranean passages for perfect for raging summoned ambushes. I reckon this guy's going to both Cult Ambush. Yep, I reckon when you're pulling guys off the table, putting them back on via Cult Ambush, this guy will buff your roll on the Cult Ambush table. If that's still going to be a thing, which I'm assuming it is, I reckon this guy will be able to modify that effect. That's my guess, at least. But I'd put a little bit of money on it. Sounds about right. Ooh, now this, to me, this one here, this is the sweetest meat. I've wanted harnessed mining equipment ever since Genestealer cults was first introduced, way back in the box set with the fighting Death Watch. That's it. On the fighting Death Watch, I've always loved the idea of repurposed terraforming and mining equipment just to be used as weapons of war, and this is just more my prayers answered. The Tectonic Frag Drill. The Tectonic Frag Drill can make a pinpoint assault on the most volatile parts of the planet's crust, resulting in localized earthquake. The Genestealer cults have learned to harness these machines to cause maximum disruption to their foes on the battlefield. This thing is going to be pick a unit, again total guess, pick a point on the battlefield, anything around that, kind of roll of something or other that gets mortal wounds, or it's going to reduce the effectiveness of cover by 1, or units in cover will suffer more wounds, something like that. But hey, rules aside, I don't care if the rules are garbage. This thing looks beautiful, beautiful. A bit more on the Brood Brothers. Those are the Genestealer cults Astra Militarum units you can get. I've got one of these for Christmas. I'm still going through it. Before their long-planned uprising, the 3rd and 4th generation neophyte cultists will often seek to infiltrate the world's planetary defence force and Astra Militarum regiments. Providing the cult with trained soldiery to call upon when the time comes, is a handy combined set feature. Mangled that. This handily combined set features 10 Cadian shock troops, 2 Mancadians, a heavy weapon team, and a Genestealer cult upgrade frame, which to subvert them to your cause. I'm going to be honest with you, out of everything in the Genestealer cult codex, these are probably my least favourite. I'm not saying I didn't like them, I'm just saying my least favourite. Bear in mind, I love everything in this codex. You know, everything can't be all loved equally, sadly. I just think it's the Astra Militarum brews. I don't like them, didn't like putting them together. But I was just a bit disappointed. I thought GW could have used this opportunity to give us maybe some planetary defense force sprues, maybe some kind of like riot or flak armor kind of thing. But no, I mean, it's fine. It's good. It's good. The Genestealer cult upgrade sprue does make them look a hell of a lot better than regular Cadians, in my opinion. Like the Bane masks they've got going on there. But yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Codex Genestealer Cults, obviously, the book. You'll be able to pre-order that next weekend. Ooh. And Codex Genestealer Cults Collector and Limited Edition. Now, I am a sucker for spending my hard-earned money on these collector's editions and limited editions. Sadly, for the Tyranid one, they didn't have a limited edition, but you better believe I'm going to be picking up that Genestealer Cult limited edition one. I did get the original one when the Genestealer Cult Codex first dropped. I got the one with the hazard back stripes on, the limited edition one that came in its big own box, which is really nice. It came with objective markers, a lot. It's really, really good. It's a good, solid book. Really nice collector's edition piece of kit if you're into that. If you're into the army, like I say, the collector's edition, I believe, is going to be the one on the left with the black sort of soft touch cover book with the nice fancy art on. Very nice. And the limited edition one is the one with the Imperial Quiller on it, but defaced by obviously the Genestealer Cult's purified symbol. Definitely going to pick up the limited edition one. Like I said, I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. It's a shame though, because if I'm honest with you, I would have preferred the limited edition one with the softback design on, because I love that artwork. It's really nice. But hey, that's just personal preference. But I will be picking up a limited edition one. I might even do an unboxing video of that if I can somehow get my hands on a decent camera and microphone. So you know, I wouldn't keep your fingers crossed on that one, guys. Dice and data cards, again, essentials. Data cards, you need them to play. Well, you don't need them to play with Genestealer Cults, but they're super handy. And the dice for just to round off your collection. And that's it, guys. All in all, super excited for this release. When pre-order rolls around, I will be first on the trigger to get that limited edition codex. And if GW decide to release a battle force that's like most of these models combined at a massive price, I'll be picking it up. I need these in my life. They are just fantastic. A great army to release. Every single model looks good, crisp, unique. And this army has got its own feel about it. It's just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Anyway, guys, that's it. Like I say, this notification dropped a couple hours ago, but I'm just giving you guys a heads up. Any more information drops from Genestealer Cults, you better believe I'll be reporting on it. But that's it for this video, guys. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time. See you later.